Hello? Hello. Welcome, welcome. It's working, okay. It's been a while since we played Disco Elysium, huh? I'll do my best to remember what we were doing. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Not like amazing day, but not like a terrible day either, just kind of normal. I'm gonna do my best to remember what we're up to. I think that the tasks will help us with that. We gotta find ourselves a karaoke song. Should we make that the goal of the stream? I don't know, this is gonna be a super long one. Better day tomorrow? Yeah, hopefully. I don't know how long this stream will be. It's probably not going to be like 4 or 5 hours. I'll say that right off the bat. Probably 3 or under. We'll see how we're doing. And if a headache sets in, then it won't make it to 3 hours. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm end of stream voicing already. We haven't even started yet. Okay. Well, we can just get going. There's nothing in our way. I like streaming Disco Elysium because it means that I don't have to change all my tags that much. I can leave things like roleplay and dice in because it has both of those things. I don't have to change them all out. Anyway. You had a headache all day, so you get it? Yeah. It really is just kind of a day ruiner when you just have one of those long headaches. You can be doing like the most fun thing in the world and it's still just like is always there. Anyway, speaking of headaches, let's get back in the hangover mood and let's play Disco Elysium. Woke up with it and hasn't left. Yeah, that's brutal. Waking up with a headache is like the worst thing in the world. Because sometimes you'll like go to sleep with a headache and you'll be like, oh, surely when I wake up, it'll be all gone, right? And then you wake up, it's still there. That's the worst. Morning headache, yeah. Music's pretty loud. Hang on. Let's get it loading, shall we? Oh, I forgot how big I am. Shrink me down to the corner here. Alright, continue. I think we had to we had to talk to some people about a thing. That's what we were doing. But we did also have like a million side quests too, so we'll give it another read, huh? Oh yeah, we still haven't looked in the mirror. Oh, but we got rich last time. We have so much money. We convinced a lady to be our sugar mommy. Through sheer primal force of will. Just by screaming at her the word money. And she just gave it to us. It really do be that easy. Yeah, we literally just screeched money at her twice and she just gave us $130. It's that easy. Okay, so here's our little trash bag that we've got here. We're picking up bottles. We're still gonna be like picking up bottles, because you know money's good. But so we're gonna keep our little trash bag on us at all times. but nevertheless, we had some things to do. I don't remember any of the controls. The Kim's face right there. I don't remember any of the controls. Oh yeah, we had that commemorative pin. Wait, we don't need the money now. Should we just go give the pin back? We were gonna sell the pin to get money, but we don't even need it now. Should we just give it back there? We got these dice, which I don't know what they do. We got some postcards. We got we got our little memory card, our GameCube memory card, over here in the corner. We need to find somebody who knows how to do something with that. We got a gun that doesn't work. Where's our? Let's do tasks. Tasks. Find out who is in the union box. Oh yeah, that's just waiting for the next day though, right? The jam mystery. Oh yeah, that's the important thing that we were supposed to be doing, is talking to the drivers. But we're not going to do that. Oh, we were in the position where we could actually look at the body without vomiting. We have a pretty good chance of succeeding in that, so we could do that. We should do that today. We need to pay. Yep, good idea. Find smokes. Nope, skip. This one we just wait. This one we wait. Joyce's info. All right, yeah, she needed our badge. That's why we were doing the other thing. For a second I forgot who Joyce was, and then I was like, oh no, wait, that's the woman who gave us money. Who made the call reporting the crime? Oh yeah, that we're waiting. Explore the whirling secret passages. We need to somehow find our way into those doors. This is the primary quest. This is the MSQ. This is our main story quest right here. Find sad songs to sing. Return Lena's pin. Oh yeah, we were gonna go and pawn it, but I don't think we even need to do that because we've got so much money that we don't even need to pawn it at all. Get a reality lowdown. Oh yeah, we can just keep getting lore dumps from Joyce, but I don't think we want to do that. she's a little long-winded. Oh yeah, we can buy pants from Kuno. I forget how much the pants were from Kuno. And track down your gun. That's just gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the pawn shop anyways to look for a song. But before we go to the pawn shop, maybe we should just try to give the badge back to this lady, to the cryptozoologist's wife, and see if she will just take it back straight away without us selling it, because we don't need it anymore. Here you go.
Hello again, sweetie.
About your pin.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
No. I have decided not to. You can have it, because I'm a rich man now.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Good. You played this game and you went around collecting trash for a payout of $2? Yeah, you just go and scream at Joyce, and she just gives it to you. You just scream money, and then when she is confused, you scream money again. It's that easy. And she just gives it to you.
Even
here
the
you go, Lena.
lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
See, Kim's happy.
Now, what else, sweetie?
That's all. That's all I wanted to do. Who's this new guy? Speak to the new guy. Sir? It's all about money, you know. I mean, that's all we've been talking about since the stream started, so can't disagree. Was there things we were supposed to do? We still can't speak this guy's language, right? We've not learned anything.
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
Blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
That's not very helpful, my man.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Fair enough. Me neither. Stay masculine.
You see a heavy steel door.
Touch.
The cobalt blue
Push.
The door does.
Oh yeah, I think we did that. You have to make more Meister burger maps. Yep. Oh yeah, I never gave you my input on the other one, did I? Because I was in the middle of, I don't know, reading. This is a different song, right? This is like the same song, but like more upbeat, isn't it? Did you make any changes to the one that you showed me since you sent it to me? Okay, where are we going now? Pawn shop? Song changes based on time of day. Oh yeah, it is like getting towards the evening. It's like getting late. We should probably eventually sleep, but you know, we're good for now. Until the game forces me to, I don't have any reason to. Tree. We've never actually really been down here, have we? Oh yeah, we've been over there, but not kind of on this end of it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Tire tracks leading onto the roof? Wait, did I read that right? Onto the roof? Onto the roof? Is it like a little ramp? A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. Where's the sewer grate? Over here? Is this it? Or is this the bridge that's out? Where's the sewer grate? Am I blind? Purple? Oh wait, we can do this. Forgot we can do that. Can we climb down the ladder? No. Let's search some things. See if we can find something useful. Bottle. Even though we have a lot of money, it's still not enough. Health. We need to acquire all of them. We've not taken any like oh, never mind. Useless gloves. Did we just put them on? Wait, what do we have on here? Oh, we got interfacing. Interfacing has been really useful. We're not putting on electrochem gloves. Definitely not. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday. I don't. What day is it today? Day 1? It just says day 1. I don't know what day it is of the week. We love electrochem. You love electrochem. I don't. Electrochem has only tried to do evil things to me. Good day.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal.
Did not see the. Where's the
His
billboard?
posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
What are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Okay, valid.
From
That's
the
allowed,
corner
not
of your
illegal.
eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls
This guy here?
waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
He's disappointed about his salami. Why?
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused this wreckage? And then I point at the smashed
I
billboard.
wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh?
Yeah,
Then
I was
again, plenty
just
of daredevil
saying.
drivers in Rivershell.
Why was there were tracks on the roof of that other house over there.
The
You know about
words,
that?
Daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Ominous? I see. I'll take note of that, Inland Empire. Thank you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair
Yeah,
anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed
Gimme.
off till then.
Gimme. Should we?
Sure
Gimme.
thing.
Hell yeah. Thank
Want
you.
some too, officer?
Yeah, do you want some, Kim?
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. Takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Salami bros. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an
Okay.
abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Excuse me, chat? Kim is so valid for taking the salami. I was the one who asked for it first. What about me? Why am I not valid for wanting salami? But Kim is? Excuse me? Seen some bias here in the chat. He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else.
Just bombed
Just
out ruins.
Bombed out ruins.
Right. Okay. Well, bye. What's this do? Can I push it?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
We're definitely gonna break this if it
This
lets us.
panel usually
Ooh,
closes the
thank you.
water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Probably won't do anything. It's because you look like a hobo. Does this? What kind of hobos have you been seeing? Do they look like this? Do you? This looks like some sort of eldritch abomination. I don't. The lever probably won't do anything. Visual calculus. Are you sure about that? Well, only one way to find out. Yeah, sure. I trust visual calculus. He hasn't steered me wrong so far.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
So visual calculus. You want to speak up again? What happens if I push it harder? You know what?
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Kim? What was that little hum for? Are you judging me right now? You know what? It's not working. Let's release it.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Some other way.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Pull it again. Nah. This is probably just like, we gotta wait a little bit. Close the water lock on Wednesday. I don't know what day is it today? Is there anywhere I can look? What day is it today? I don't know what day it is. Can I ask him what day of the week it is? Because I don't remember if they told me. What's day one, everybody? Is it Monday? Because that would make sense. Knock knock. Oh, I guess we're just going inside. Oh, this is interesting. It's Monday? For sure. It tells you in your journal? Did it? Did it? Did it? Oh, it is. There we go. Okay, so 2 days from now. Is this a pawn shop, sir?
It's not often that I see officers from the Elsyium in my pawn shop.
Well, there you go. The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Well,
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
have you had any trouble lately, sir?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Yeah, I don't know who you could be talking about.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
Terminally bored, huh?
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
We don't need to be rude. Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. Press your finger to your lips, like purposefully trying to look like that. We don't need to do that. We just nod. Yeah, it's a collection. We're not saying if it's good or bad collection. We're just saying that it is indeed quite the collection.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
I don't care. Do you happen to have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Who?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Yeah, who was the buyer? Who was the buyer?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it,
Listen,
and of her.
listen, chat. Me a couple days ago, yeah, that's an entirely different person. Okay? Me right now, we're a new man. We're reborn. We're an abomination, but we're a better person. So that person who lived a couple days ago, we don't know that guy. We don't know him anymore.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
She was terrifying, eh? And she called herself a pig. I guess that's all we have to go on. You didn't get a better name?
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm,
Hmm.
issued by the citizens' militia,
Hmm.
and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with
You don't know that she's a civilian, Kim. You don't know that.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
Yeah, I don't like it either, Kim, but we're past that point already. We can't take it back.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
He looks around, worried. Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Okay.
A needle in
What
a
she look like?
haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now.
Hair color?
You just
Maybe?
have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Alright. So we need to keep our eyes out for someone who refers to himself as a pig. We met that person already? I don't know. I don't remember. Let's talk about something
Of
else.
course,
You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I
Know
can
anything
try and
about-
answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
Actually, that's it.
The
Never
pawnbroker's
mind.
gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Do we have anything to sell? No, we have stuff to buy. Yeah. Can we buy stuff from you? You got stuff to buy? What's this? A bust of a woman. Film projector. Antique cash register? What's this? Oh. Mostly military wear. What's this?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
I let my gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Do we need to know about the streetlight? I don't think so. I don't think that helps us much. What's this stuff up here?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented,
Boomboxes, eh?
they
You got
stare
any
at
music
you
in
with
there?
the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of my toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old
I hate
handle on
intrigue.
top.
About
A
what?
classic
About the
boombox
street
that
light?
says,
Is that
"Stereo
when
eight
you say I hate
approved."
intrigue? I like intrigue. I just don't think that we have anything to talk about with a streetlight. Stereo 8 approved. Okay.
This is you.
Golden
Golden
orange.
A
Sunset
sweet.
sweet. I see.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Yeah, okay. We tested it. Thanks, interfacing. Interfacing just hold on. At least make sure it works. Yeah, this
It's a
machine here.
Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Does it work?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Hang on, maybe we should look around first, just in case. It's not by that.
You see
Just yet.
rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Okay.
Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice.
That doesn't answer my
A
question.
figurine.
Inland Empire.
This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
I don't trust him. I just take his advice because it's funny. It's not so much a matter of trust, Volition, sorry. But we're not trying to spend any money, so we're not gonna buy anything that we don't know what it's for. Yeah, but can interfacing find something cool though? I do want to know that.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, he's got the cool pants. Got the cool pants that Kuno's selling. What's this, shopkeep?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
The who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit.
He's got a cool
As you
tracksuit at least.
see, he's missing his head.
Point to the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain price.
That's
I'll
not
throw
bad.
in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many
It's kind of a good deal
interpretations.
though. 50 cents. We can afford that. Chat, let's do it.
Did I mention that this figurine is
Ooh.
supposed to be lucky?
Well,
Always carry it with you.
I believe you 100%. We will now assume that every success is because of our figurine.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, suggestion. Let's buy our tape deck, should we? It's only
The
12 real,
boombox
right?
is
We still
waiting
have
on
enough?
the shelves.
Yeah,
And
let's buy
your
it.
boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go.
We're gonna be poor
It'll
after we
play
pay off the
anything,
thing, but that's okay. We were
wherever.
poor when we started, so
Turn
we'll just be
any
back to
tape
normal.
into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay. Figurine. Top is equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Comes as a set, the infamous fallen cap for which he lost his head. Head is not included. I see. Gloves, we don't want to equip those. Tools. Oop. Like that? Oh, it's way bigger than I thought. Way bigger than I thought. Can we just walk around with this playing? How does that work? Hang on. Tape. Tape? What do we... I don't know how to play a tape. Nope, that's not the right thing. I don't know if we bought the right thing. What were we actually supposed to find for a karaoke thing? A sad song on tape. We don't have anything to put in it. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, we don't need to carry it around on our shoulder until then. Was there anything else in here? Looked at everything, right? You guys want to learn more about a streetlight?
Typical Martinez.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer.
Yep.
As you see, it's in
Where'd you get it?
It was brought to me to be altered.
Okay.
We are not here to investigate the theft
See?
of city property.
Told you. Kim doesn't like intrigue either, chat. He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Sure. How much?
700 real.
Shit,
A
no.
bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? It seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is
Can't
the right
imagine that would be a
placement
good
among
investment.
ordinary
I don't even know if we're
indoor
gonna
fixtures,
get to
which has
700
adjusted
in the
its
entire game.
morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a
So,
few days ago.
Definitely not. See? Told you that would be a useless endeavor, chat. I understand how this game works. Okay. So we found the pawn shop. We can't really go south. We can go look a little bit more over here, I guess. What's this? Sewer. Garbage. Bottle. How many bottles do we actually have? Can we like see? 7 bottles. Not too bad. Yeah, we got the bad end just because we didn't buy the street light. Street light, so you can get them anywhere. They have them on every street, readily available. You're wait, hang on. What are you saying, buddy? I'm guaranteed to find something exciting, huh?
You see a Cimarron street
You didn't
vendor
talk to this guy before.
surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face
selling
breaks
stuff, my
into
man?
a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Okay.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
Gives me a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool.
Everything.
The
Well,
goods
you
are cool.
answers
the
the question, I
customers are
guess.
Cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
What's one more thing?
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging
Okay,
at the
super.
textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Thank you.
Bang, bang,
See?
bang, bang.
Somebody gets it. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style.
Thank
You
you.
know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look
Mhm.
around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you.
True.
Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act.
Swayed him to give us
Questions?
money? We're not succeeding on that one. Let's hold maybe for a little bit. We got enough money already. We're not desperate for money right now. We can come back. What kind of stuff are you selling here? Yeah.
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers.
No, we're not gonna like
sneakers,
knock on the guy
every
just for
stuff,
selling some
pants
stuff.
too. Try them on right here. No shame. Only
That's all.
free. Anything for you.
I want to look at his wares. What you got here, man?
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics. Best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
True.
You
Browse.
find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
They don't sound too comfy.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand.
Sure.
Buy second
I mean, sure. I guess
the
we'll.
economy
Yeah.
moving.
Anything worth salvaging?
No good.
Nope.
All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Discard.
No luck? Why not take another look, officer?
No, we
Keep
don't.
supporting the economy.
We don't have money. We barely have enough to pay off our thing. We can't keep spending more money. Okay, so we can get more clothes later when we're a little more free with our cash flow. Is there something over here? Oh, we can sit down. Oh yeah, we can sit down when Kim's not here and judging us. Hey,
Now
Tommy.
it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's
Give me
on your
money.
mind? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Hey,
The
who?
bosses, man.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
Thanks, suggestion. Tell me more about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks.
Did we ask this
Workers
already?
got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Yeah, we know that already.
Some pretty wild stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company. I forget what exactly. Good on them, I
Joyce,
guess.
Joyce also said that they wanted it to make it so that if ever the management wanted to do anything, they had to get a signature from like 500 plus people, just to approve anything, which sounds like a complete nightmare, to be honest.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like
Yeah,
a
Joyce.
strike negotiator type.
Yeah, that's Joyce.
They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Yeah, we did already ask her. Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid.
That's alright, Tommy.
I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Singing little songs. He glances down the road towards the horizon. A glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures?
I knew you were
The
going
more
to
transient,
speak up.
the better. When one's ended, you can get on to the next one.
I forgot exactly what we were supposed to be asking this guy about. So maybe, yeah, let's just ask this. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
No, we don't do that kind of thing anymore. That's a yesterday kind of thing.
But those days are behind me.
Exactly.
There are other addictions in my life now.
Yeah,
Why
like the
inquiry, my man?
detective work. I'm trying. Should we just be straight with him? He's kind of a nice guy. He's not been mean to us. He's been really open with his answers. Should we just be like, hey, listen, I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs in there. This one's like a little more hostile almost, you know? Like we're kind of asking him the same thing, but it's just slightly more hostile to be like, do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? Like we're accusing him a little bit there. Whereas this is just like, hey, can you help us? And this is like trying to be all sneaky, but I don't know. Hey, Tommy, you've been pretty straight with us. So let's just be straight with him.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone
thank
on
you.
this roundabout
Thank you.
is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way.
Yeah, you did
I
say
don't need
before he
any
doesn't do
trouble.
it.
Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be doing it then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here.
It's
You
alright.
really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Listen, man, we're just asking. That's all. Autosave, thank you. Can we get through here? Oh, we can. We looked at the statue already. Okay, wasn't there this lady here? Are you a lorry driver? You drive cars?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her
Snap
hands.
my fingers in front of her face. I remember we
The
talked to
radio
her and she
plays.
wasn't having any of it, and we did everything but this. We asked her if she was our grandma. I don't think she was our grandma though. Snap our fingers in front of her face. Hello.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
What, like punch her, or like snap my fingers twice? Kim, gotta be more specific, because you know I am the kind of guy who would punch people apparently. In the past though. You sure you shouldn't check the grandma thing again? We can try. Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening.
Grandma?
Nothing.
Grandma?
Nothing.
Grandma?
Nothing.
Grandma?
Nothing.
Grandma?
Nothing.
No.
Her smile
Probably not our grandma.
just keeps widening.
We try.
Her hair
But
is gray.
But
like
see,
lead.
he said that her smile keeps widening. So at this point, like if every time I said that it was widening again and again and again and again, then it would be really wide at that point. It should be a Cheshire cat over here. Snap my fingers twice. The true solution.
Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, it worked. Wow. Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality. It really is that easy. We didn't even have to punch Grandma.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright, ma'am?
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be?
Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution. The side walls and cafes are filled with young people.
Which side of the revolution were you on?
I
man?
was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
I
We
wasn't
were
dreaming.
sorry cut. We have
I
said
was
sorry a
there,
lot.
Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall.
What drug are you on, man?
Everything was golden.
Are you on a time travel drug? Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over
Hmm.
your petty little revolution.
I don't think I was
Meth,
there.
It was a golden age.
That was old me. I don't think I would have been like a baby, maybe. I don't think it was me. You can't accuse me of something like that, lady. I have some like police questions though. Not about like back in time.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Oh, she is a driver. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at
Yes.
the hanging.
Show me your boots. Feet. Show feet. Inland Empire, you can't just ask some random lady to show you her feet. I don't know how it works in Inland Empire, but we're gonna do it. We trust Inland Empire. Go.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
It's for police business, man.
I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
I'm not Gabriel. You're correct. I'm what's Raphael? I'm Raphael. Raphael Ambrosio. I'm not Gabriel. So correct, Grandma. She raises her boot though, with contempt, but she still raised it. So you know, success.
She's wearing sturdy workers' boots made of black leather.
We need to see the other one to see if it's
Across.
worn down.
The sole is also made of leather.
One of the boots was worn down at the crime scene. One of the soles of one of the boots was worn down. And that's why we assumed it might be a driver, because they're constantly pushing down on their pedal. It would wear down one boot instead of the other. So show me the other one.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of
Yeah.
Franco Negro.
But show me the boot though.
Now, there was a real man.
No aberration? Okay, probably not here then. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
She's not Oddsel.
I could have told you that from just looking at them.
Okay,
Size is
Kim.
37.
Don't brag. Don't brag. We're being thorough, Kim. This is detective work, okay?
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
Okay. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Really?
Of course not.
Oh. Well,
But wouldn't it be marvelous if
it
I
would
was?
be. It would be. What are you actually hauling though?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry,
Can I look?
imagine.
Can I look?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo.
If you don't mind,
know what I
then
mean.
surely I can look, right?
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
What if the cargo's contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
No, I just want to look.
Bad hand, Hermenegildos'
Oh, thanks.
bad
It's like a
hand,
video.
strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
True. True. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. Also true.
What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
What's the great adversary?
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Who's the protagonista?
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
Okay, they're familiar somehow, but
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
I see Half-Light. That's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
Contraband.
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
Okay, hang on. So we can ask her if she's interested in doing the drug smuggling, or we can just ask her again what she's hauling. What are you hauling?
Your man, low man. What of it?
What? I don't know what that means. So your insult is not effective. 0 damage taken. 0 psychic damage taken. Are you smuggling drugs to Terminal B? Tell me now.
Probably
Maybe.
not.
That's not what I
It
want.
makes no difference to me either way.
Well, then just let me look. Listen, Kim, you're the detective here. Can you tell me to to ask her if we can look? You don't know what cargo you're hauling, so it could be
Just
drugs.
this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A.
This lady's
What
not
do
helpful.
you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Diamonds, Lowman,
No, you
obviously.
just said it wasn't diamond. Damn it! I hate this lady. I hate Grandma now. If you had to guess, who?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet.
Tommy?
Never trust a poet.
Talking about Tommy?
Also, he's the only one I can
Also,
see from here.
oh, he's the only person you can see. Okay, well, that does kind of call into question how certain you are, ma'am.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Thanks, Cal. She's not lying about being able to see people. I didn't ask you about diamonds. I don't care about
Diamonds are good
diamonds.
for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Okay, listen. If you're not involved in drug trafficking, then why are you waiting here? She's waiting here because of the strike.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the
I guess maybe
colors
just why
and the
she's
theaters
sitting
of this
specifically
world.
here, not just like waiting in
It's a
general
bit
at the
high
intersection.
Princess, this jamboree.
It's jamboree, yeah.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
Okay, well maybe we'll let you get back to
I
that,
think
Grandma.
we're done here, no?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Kim.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Mesky. Your voice trails off. Not much to do here. Guess we head back north. I don't think we can go further south. Is there like a map? Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, we can go back to the Hanged Man. We should probably do that, huh? So I think there's probably some intentional symbolism with the Hanged Man, right? Like the Hanged Man tarot card symbolizes a moment in your life when you should wait and stop and like take good measure of your own self and decide if you need to change something. And so I think that's probably obviously like intentional symbolism for the beginning of the game, in which our character has kind of done a bunch of really awful things and needs to take measure and decide if he wants to change or get worse. I think the Hanged Man thing is probably intentional. They're just sort of using it as like a lynching to facilitate the plot, but I think the tarot card is probably intentional. We can talk to this guy and we can talk to Mario over here. Let's probably talk to this guy. We haven't done much.
Work. Right to work. Shame you.
Can I go in the harbor, man?
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm just interviewing official matters.
Right to work.
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Listen, this is not my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Probably not at all, Kim, to be honest. I don't know if just yet is the right word to use here.
Pity.
Let us work.
What's a strike now? We know what a strike is. We've gotten a lot of people talking about strikes so far. I don't think we need more people. We've gotten our lore down from Joyce already. What's your goal,
we were
man?
promised work.
Mhm.
We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Are you unable to breach the entrance? Yeah, man. What's the problem? Just breach the entrance. Easy.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's
Okay,
locked.
do it.
The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Okay, well,
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer.
Head measure.
Whatever
You
it
mean
is.
measurehead? Have you considered just like go in, dude?
Why
You
don't
just
you go arrest them instead?
it's not my job.
I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for
True.
now. If you can't get in anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Just go home.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Who are all these
Honest
people?
men and women with rights to work.
I don't believe you when you say honest men and
Not
women
toys
because
for
nobody in
corporate
this entire game has been all that good of a person. Except that little girl. She was really nice. The man runs ahead to his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor
Military
run
haircut, huh?
smoothly in time of crisis.
He just talked like a military guy.
If you
Ordnance and
Fox
stuff like that.
don't want work, they are
Heavy
killing
ordnance.
those who do want work.
Yeah, heavy ordnance. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly. They don't want to work? Let in those who do.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
Yeah, why are you the boss? Says Kim.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules
well, that
of
was
the market,
what I was
the
assuming, yeah,
rules of the
to be
economy,
honest.
because they were given a job to do.
He like starts yelling to the other people. He really wants them to start chanting, huh? I'm just gonna leave, bud. Hello, sir, Mario?
Scab?
What is a scab? No, I know what a scab is, but maybe we should just hear what he thinks of them.
A kind of a worm. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
I don't know. Probably like the massive global corporation that has seemingly infinite resources on their hands. That's probably who, if I had to guess.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried like talking to them, dude, though?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen.
Can I listen?
This lot would be
Fair enough.
reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
You mean that big guy or the other big guy that everybody's talking about? I'm assuming you mean the guy who was just rallying people up when we were talking to him, right? I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you.
Oh.
No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Okay.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strike?
We're in Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure it'll never get solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, true, but we don't need to tell him that. Maybe you want to help me by telling me who did it. Yeah, exactly.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Do we trust this smile, guys? Do we trust this smile? He seems nice. Right? Mario, but like his hair got a little long. He's like a combination between Mario, Luigi, and like a starving artist.
Should we?
Should we?
He's nice. I don't like nice.
Are you sure? But listen, because you're like the nicest voice in my head so far.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Thanks, Drama. I do trust Drama, but you forgot to call me Sire, so please work on that, Drama. You didn't do it, Sire, is what you're supposed to say. Thank you. I need to know what's behind these gates. Yeah, I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through, ma'am?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Yeah, can I just go in then?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead.
Yeah,
in.
probably not going to be that easy then, huh? Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
Yeah, easy.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Extra easy?
Then go past him again.
Yeah, easy.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example,
He's saying that we have a
the best
1% on the
measurehead in a
roll.
physical
That's what he's saying. Like a best measurehead in a physical confrontation? I don't... Is that... What's our physical looking like? Not amazing. We could try to level up and like put some stuff into physical and then kick the shit out of him. That sounds fun. We've not beaten anybody up yet. We've gotten beaten up a little bit, but we've not beaten anybody else up. I don't want to do that. Your best measurehead in a physical confrontation. Does seem fun. He is kind of huge, but consider how deranged all of these pictures are, right? Look at how deranged they all are. Can he compete with that? Can he compete with endurance? Look at how buff endurance is. Can he compete with physical instrument? Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He's huge. And Half-Light? Come on. You're not winning a fight against Half-Light. Look at this guy.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview.
Somehow I think the game's not going to appreciate me if I do that.
Maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Maybe it actually is completely impossible. I don't know about that. Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation? Yeah.
Not yet, no.
Nope.
He's incredibly strong.
Yeah, but I'm incredibly lucky.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Oh yeah, physical instruments named my fist, see? See, how could we possibly lose? Got it.
Sure.
Yeah, can you give me money?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands
We got it.
as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Yeah, thanks.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
We got money, guys.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
But isn't that what they're trying to do? They're trying to go and work, and isn't that helping out somebody at least? Helping out themselves, at the very least. Nice talk, Mario. I'm assuming this is the path up to Measurehead. Right? He's over here. We can't scroll the camera, but he was over here, so I think we're gonna go work out. And I'm being 100% here. We're gonna go work out. I'm not saying that in like we're gonna level up and put a point in. We're literally gonna go work out. What was this girl's name again? So we can say hello to her when we walk by. What's your name?
The lights are so
Annette.
pretty.
Hello, Annette. We're gonna go get huge. In the haunted gym. No, it doesn't. We're fine. We've already been told that our hair is awesome and that we have cool style, so nothing threatens us anymore. Alright, just in case this like breaks our spine and then we have permanently -5 physical or something like that. Let's see if we can do it.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
That's pretty low. Do we have like anything? Maybe we should not be holding our bag while we do this, huh? Do we have any clothes that can help? Drama, electrocam. Yeah, I mean, we'll save. If this physically injures us,
on the floor, like
then we will maybe just reload. But let's do it. Ah. Okay, Kim, watch this. Watch this, Kim.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but
Almost
the
got 2
barbell
seconds.
feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast.
Are you
Just an
sure?
old man with bad form.
Yeah, but are you sure though?
See? See? This place is cursed.
Yeah, it's just the gloves.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
Hmm. We got enough stuff. We can just heal. We don't need to save scum. Okay, well, that didn't work. So maybe we'll go look at the body while we're here. On the other side of town. Hello, lady. I don't remember her name, but hello, Annette. Have a good day. Only nice NPC so far. Actually, no, Rene was okay too. Rene was grumpy, but he was not mean to us. But Annette is just the only actual good person so far. What about Kim? Kim has been a little bit mean to me. Sometimes. Sometimes he's a little catty. Which it's not a huge indictment on his character. Wait, I was going the other way. But Kim is a good guy. He's a good person, but he's been a little catty when it's not needed. He's been putting up with a lot though, so I won't fault him for it, but the only person who's been genuinely like 100% pure is Annette. Oh, there's tons of people here. Oh, so this would be like the right time, like after 1900. That's when we sing our little song. Look at all these people and there's like lights and stuff. Hell yeah, this would be the perfect environment to sing our sad tune. What was I doing here? Oh, I was gonna look at should I look in the mirror? What do you think, chat? Should I look in the mirror? Still haven't looked in the mirror, eh? Go look in the mirror. Should we stop being an abomination? Should we recognize our true self? Should we knock on this lady's door? Hello? Ma'am?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on.
Okay.
Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you.
Everybody in the
is
world.
doing something without you.
I'm so alone. Yeah, swallow that emotion. We don't need to express any of these, I don't think.
The door is closed.
Okay, lady, you can have a shower here. That's allowed. That's not illegal. Our room. Is there a button for clean up room? Has Kim been in here with me?
The bed is cold and not.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Oh. Okay, well, not yet then. Mirror. Hello, mirror. Kim, you gonna watch this happen?
A mirror hangs on the wall.
Wipe
as
the
you
mirror.
slowly reach abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there.
That's
and
okay.
You will never unbecome it.
It's okay if we don't like what we see. It's alright.
Behold.
He's not that bad. He's really not that bad.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Some kind of is a phase of a late stage alcoholic. It's true. Accurate.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait.
We're smiling,
Is
we're
that an
happy. We're just a
expression?
happy little guy. Look.
Are you
happy.
trying to make an expression?
We're a
with
happy
that
guy.
face? Why?
The face is making itself.
Please stop. It's horrible.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Yeah, Mom told us that if we keep making that face, it's gonna stick there, and Mom was correct.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Handsome guy. He really doesn't look that bad, to be honest. Compared to some of the people we've seen so far, come on. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. Yeah. It's an expression of pain. True.
You are correct.
70% for Encyclo. Very, very terrible Electrocam. Or also very terrible interfacing. Chain cutters to fix the file. We can do that, yeah. Let's get our chain cutters. chain cutters on. Chain cutters, chain cutter. Fix. Let's see if this helps.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Ooh, doesn't.
In
But we
it,
can retry
your
it. Let's
face,
give it a go. Fix.
Adorned. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Fair enough.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet.
Yeah.
Or the weird suitcase on the hat rack. Or the potted plant dying in the corner.
Yeah.
But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
We're sorry, Cot. We pick sorry every time we see it. So.
No problem, officer.
It looks like you'd like to leave. Fair enough, Kim. Alright, let's go. We've, what was the store again? Does anybody live here? Hello? Hello? Now, we do have to also pay to sleep tonight, though, right? I don't know if we should pay right now. Like, if we pay off our damages right now, we won't have enough to sleep, right? Isn't it like 10 to sleep? So maybe we shouldn't pay off our debt right now. Maybe we should wait. Ooh, money. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Pay the damages the next day once we get a little bit of money back. We could have done it. We could have done both back when before we bought that tape deck, but we've made our choice there already, so. Let's go look at the body. We've not done the body thing yet, and I think we had, what's the time in game? Almost 20 o'clock. We're, 1940 right now. My bald head is in the way. Well, there's nowhere else to put me. I block everything. You don't want me to block either of these people, right? Can be in the way in a different area if you want me to. Hello, Kuno. Please stop doing that. Save.
There he still is, looking.
92%. We got
with
this.
his white eyes. The body below is entirely. As you breathe in, the
Hell
odor
yeah.
comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Okay. Well, that would fit with our whole, they were workers who did this. Boots, belt that hung him. Tattoos that he's got. Look him in the eye, squint and take a step back. How do we get him down? I was wondering about these, like, rocket boots that he's wearing. They look pretty cool. Can I take them?
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers
Like body armor?
Delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. Out of place.
I thought maybe originally that they were like prosthetic legs. Like he'd had his legs cut off beneath the knee. But it seemed to just be like some sort of like enameled boots, so like some sort of armor, right? Ceramic? Ceramic is a weird choice. Yeah, interlocking plates makes me think that it's like that's some sort of cool suit.
These are clearly not boots.
Yeah, thanks,
They're
Logic. Boom.
armor,
I don't even need you,
possibly
man.
part of a larger set.
Yeah. This is literally what I did in D&D last session when I asked you about the spell scrolls and then just repeated it. This is literally just that. They're not boots, they're armor. They're not boots, they're armor, Kim. I've come to the conclusion, Kim, all on my own, that actually I did come to this all on my own though. That is true. These aren't boots, they are armor.
Indeed.
Oh, cool.
Technically
Well,
speaking,
Kim,
these are
I wish that
sabatons,
Kim knew
not
less
boots.
things, because then we could impress him more. He always knows every time we come up with something cool in our own brain, he's like, yeah, obviously. You could just pretend, Kim. You could pretend that we're really smart. Let us have one. Let us have a W, Kim. Please. What kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
The what?
Under the hill. Fair weather.
Fairweather model
T500
T500 VEs.
I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Okay. What happened to the rest of it? They probably took it off of him.
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
Yeah, we probably should have gotten to this body earlier, huh, Kim? Like, you really dropped the ball on that one, Kim.
We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
True. Kuno might know. Maybe he was just wearing the boots. Yeah, maybe he didn't like armor.
The sabatons
we get
angle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here. Inland Empire did say that.
It is. It's expensive.
I figured. Top of the line. Lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Okay, so like, yeah, how much we're talking?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That's a lot, I take it.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
Yeah, how could he afford that? I was thinking, like, he's probably not, like, also police. If we couldn't afford that, then he's probably some, like, other thing. Like, military, maybe? How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But
Oh, well,
just
that
hearsay.
explains it. Oh, but they also look pretty advanced for a security guard too? Okay, well, we'll trust our character, because I don't know how security guards look in this game.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
I see. Can we pull it off? Can we take his boot off? This is Inland Empire wanting feet pics again. Pull the boot off.
This feels
See? Wait.
dangerous.
No, he doesn't want to do it.
Are you sure?
Why would it be dangerous though, Inland Empire? Can you elaborate? Elaborate, please? Elaborate, Inland Empire. Inland Empire doesn't want them this time. But he's a little fickle. He's a little fickle. Goes back and forth sometimes. Do we trust? We have been trusting Inland Empire. Maybe we're gonna rip his whole leg off, I bet. So maybe we'll just hold off on that. Surely we can come back.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form.
Knock on boot.
Ageless.
Knock on
and
boot.
synth. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Fair enough.
Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Hold on. Physical instrument. I don't know if that's a good idea. Physical instrument. No, it's literally body armor. It just sounds fragile. If we punch it, we're gonna hurt ourselves. It sounds fragile, and then Kim is gonna tell us, perhaps, but it's actually quite strong, is what Kim is gonna tell us.
It's anything but.
Yeah, see,
This
boom.
material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
I read you like a book game.
Faint organic lines cover the plates. where
That would
they
have just
separate
damaged me.
into
That's
small
all. It would have went
These plates
boom. You hurt
then
yourself, and then we
divide
had to
into
use a
small
health item.
plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Thanks, Inland Empire, for the extra visual. Back off and look at the corpse. We've had enough of the boot.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his
Inspect.
torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect belt. Inspect belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
What kind of rope is this? Well, we did say it was like some sort of industrial belt, so probably something like that, but maybe Kim knows more.
Industrial strength.
Well,
the kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
I see, I see. So definitely someone from the dockyards was involved at some point from the harbor.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pin.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like in a harbor? Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
Well, then they're not very good criminals, are they? This is screaming it was the docks, which is like maybe it's a frame job, you know? We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. We're not assuming that, but it's the obvious choice right now. But because it's the obvious choice, makes me think that someone could be framing them, right? One sec, I have to send a message. Okay. We're assuming, are we?
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
We probably did. Yeah. I didn't.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
Okay. Yeah, they really wanted to stay up there, huh?
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see.
Kim really just knows everything, huh?
Strands.
Bro maxed his encyclopedia build, I think. I see rabbits. My character's gonna be like, rabbits? Where?
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
True. How did they even get him up there? With a really big, tall guy who's named Measurehead?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man.
Ooh, level.
I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Back off. Back off. We need to look at the tattoos.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Okay.
His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by, Inland Empire?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Thanks, Inland Empire. Probably true.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be riddled with disco. Hell yeah, baby.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a national pattern? Yeah, is it?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
He pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. Camera? You have a camera?
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword
Got a camera.
being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let's let him work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Listen, Kuno.
An instant color camera.
The game really wanted me to tell me about that one because when I didn't ask about it, Kuno has asked about it. He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. Thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Yeah, okay, I won't move. Please, kids, don't move either.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking
It's
of
really
a small
bright.
ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Okay. We got a picture of the dead guy now. he looked more svelte in the other shot. He looks a little chubbier here. But he's probably a little bloated because we left him in a tree for like 7 days. So, you know, it's not his fault. Next.
In case we need it.
Cool machine. True, it is cool.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
True. What do we need this photo? No, listen, I can understand why we need the photo.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence.
Fair enough.
The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Yeah, we should ask around about stuff. Tattoos, if they recognize him. Yeah, can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
No guarantees. He hands you the rolled up piece of photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes, and then immediately the word cigarettes is said, so Electrochem pops up like, hey.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by.
Cigarettes.
His
I heard the
mouth
word.
mute, and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. Teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head.
We
His
can just
face
ask
is
in the
ready
Empire
to
who he is.
explode from
Who are
the
you, dead
organic
man?
processes inside. The death's
Well-
head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
You know we gotta ask in the Empire. There's no way we can not.
I'm gone.
We can talk to him. That's cool. You're gone, but where have you gone? That's not that important. But who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Okay. Well, we kind of got that from his armor and his general appearance and the fact that Kim said he was that. I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Copper.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
He's got a cool voice. Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Like in the west is in like the more like traditional belief from a lot of old cultures of like that being the journey to death in the afterlife, heading west, right? What I think what Egypt had that belief. A lot of different cultures do. What is happening? Yeah, what is happening?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Ask me more questions.
Yeah, why do I
fucking love questions?
Why do I love questions so much though?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah.
Here you go, you loony.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want.
Yeah, and I want to be Raphael, but you just told me I can't, man. Come on, be more consistent, please. Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Okay.
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
I relax my eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black
we were
liquid
mentioning that
streams
before.
down his thigh and onto his boot.
It's just he's bloated. His intestines are swelling up and bursting. Not that big of a deal, right?
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. You think he was upright after death? His hands, feet, and neck are discolored? Yeah.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
Yeah, definitely seems like he was hanged, Kim. I would also agree. Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Then let's
But
get him down.
there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Okay, Kim.
He slowly rotates.
Tell me how to do
before
this,
you,
because I'll definitely screw it up. You hate this mount? Can you just pretend you made it and we all pretend it's there? I mean, if you want to, we can do Theater of the Mind, but the one that you sent me wasn't bad. I don't know. If you hate this one, send it to me too. Send me both of them, and I'll actually tell you what I think of it this time instead of forgetting. How do we get him down? Kim?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
Step
the
back.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The
Boots.
material delicate, and these are clearly not boots. They're
Indeed. Ceramic plate under the heel.
Have we tried to pull the boot off?
the stench fills your nostrils.
Let's try.
As you push downward, An ominous creaking
Uh-oh,
sound
we're gonna rip him in
comes
half.
from above.
We probably shouldn't have done this. I just realized what we're gonna do.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Let go.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Where's he letting go, Kuno?
Yeah, I figured this was gonna happen, but I wanted to do everything. Kim, you told me to do my preliminary. I'm being thorough.
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Relax, Kuno.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
It won't let me. Say, I was just trying to take his boot off. I wanted to look at it. I wanted to sell it for a lot of real, to be honest. Back off.
The cadaver slowly.
Bill, was there anything else?
Industrial.
Like in a circus.
Yeah.
No.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Lips an intricate web of blue light. His eye, dark brown hair. The corpse looks right through you as you
Of course. You have
hey,
questions.
oh, we didn't. This is the only thing we haven't done.
The power of your imagination is at your service.
I hate you.
Do I remind you of someone?
Deep sea creature.
No, not quite.
Myself.
Be fair now. There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you'll be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time.
See, this is why we ignore electrochemistry kids.
Feeling nausea, vomiting.
Ooh,
tenderness
pain threshold has not spoken up so far.
Tiny red lines on the skin above waist level. More like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Enough.
Come back later.
Alright, let's get him down.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach.
No, I brought the chain cutters. Don't take credit for that. I did steal them out of your car, but I'm the one holding them. So please give me credit.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Maybe we could shoot him down. We don't have any guns. So. Well, maybe Kim does. Can't someone else do it? We could saw the branch, but we can't really reach the branch either. Unless we go up the thing that Kim just said won't hold a full grown man's weight. We could try to convince Kuno to do it though, maybe, but he doesn't really like us.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Does seem dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
True.
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Yeah.
Sadly, yes.
I meant like,
RCA
can we get
is out
someone
there
else
right
to
now,
just cut him down?
doing
That's
the
all.
exact same thing we are.
Like,
Are we? I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
True. Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
Shoot his head off.
How?
No gun.
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
True, but I don't have a gun, so you're gonna have to do it, Kim.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
He's just here for a good show, that's all.
Don't miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
True, we're gonna shoot somebody in the next city over when the bullet falls.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Do we let Kim do it? You do it. Do it. Actually, don't. It's a bad idea. Let me do it? No. That's a mistake. We're really bad at like everything on the bottom row, and I figure it's probably gonna have something to do with the bottom row. Just let him choose. Just trust Kim. You know what? Let's just trust Kim. Kim, you do what you want.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket.
Oh, Kim?
And produces a lightweight firearm.
Gonna do
he
it.
drops a paper cartridge in the barrel.
Paper.
Separates the scouring stick and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Alright, Kim. Let's see what you got.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's death position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Let's not interfere. Let's just let him do his thing.
He's gonna fucking miss.
Shut up, Kuno.
The kid's
Or
voice
Kuno
is
S.
drowned in a shrill blast
Did he miss?
that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as
he
the
missed.
lieutenant steps
He
back.
missed, guys.
And
God damn it.
Well,
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight.
oh yeah, I guess he's
Probably from a young
right.
age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Okay, let's try to not console him, guys.
Fucking idiot! Muckabat asshole!
Please be quiet.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Yeah, but just go, what now? We don't say it's okay. See, you consoled him, but you're not supposed to. We just say, what now? He would rather move on. He doesn't want us to draw attention to things like this. He doesn't want us to make him feel worse by being like, oh, it's okay that you missed, man. He doesn't want that. He just wants us to be professional and move on. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, let's wait.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Should I try to shoot? You know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and loads the pistol out. Yeah, hell yeah, Kim.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
Okay, well don't be catty, Kim. We're not gonna lose it if you're watching. We haven't had anything to drink today. We share it. It's our communal gun. We're partners, so we share one. The department doesn't have enough money to pay for 2, so we share the one gun together.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
I take the gun.
Take it, you fucking banana pointer!
Feel the weight.
Shoot yourself in the mouth!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard. Instinctively.
This is a bad idea. We're doing it anyway.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
Shush,
Tell
shush,
him to shoot himself in the mouth!
shush. Be quiet. I'm focusing here.
The buckle comes into focus in your
This is a
sights.
bad idea.
You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and
No,
your
aim,
left hand
don't aim
supporting
there,
your gun arm.
my friend. Don't aim there. Aim there. There.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Relax,
At least you
Kuno.
won't miss.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot her. Let's get her. Shoot the child. Do it? Chat. Yeah, I was gonna try to close my eye.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. The
Does that
slow
help?
movement of the branch in the wind.
Thank you.
And your
Help?
shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
All right, how much did that help us though? It was a medium, so it wasn't that easy to check.
Look, he's crying.
Mm.
Cry now,
Shoot
fucking faggoty.
I wish it would. Damn it! I wish it would let us save right here, because I would just do it. You guys keep screaming at me to shoot Kuno S, but do you really think that Kim is gonna approve of that? Do you? Look me in the eye and tell me that Kim won't be mad about that. I want to shoot her. You guys want to shoot her? Everybody wants to shoot her. It'll end the game. Yeah. The end. We go to jail for shooting a child. It can't be retried, but if we back out, do we get to come back to this though? Say shut up. Shut up.
What? You gonna fuck me?
Didn't help. That didn't help.
You wanna fuck me, pig?
No,
Is that what
shut
this is
up.
about?
No, double shut up now. You've made it worse. Let's give it back to Kim. We're just gonna make things worse with the 28. We're not passing that check.
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today.
Okay. But what about
we
the body?
need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They
have
have
the
the
tools.
tools, and they have men.
Okay. Well, looks like we've only got one choice now. What did I just get in my inventory? Oh, the photo. We could probably like ask people about the photo, maybe. We put this in our hand? No. Sir. Oh, for some reason this looks like part of like the HUD to me. It doesn't look like a button to click.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso.
Yeah, we read that already.
The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of your tattoo?
For you to discover.
Well,
you've gotten as
thanks.
far as you
Not
will
helpful.
without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
Yeah, no shit. Suggestion, thanks. I guess we saved then. We should probably, while we're here, let's ask. I hate talking to these kids; they're the worst. But let's maybe ask them about the armor. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, we can ask Kim for the briefing too. Ask around for the tattoos. Getting the body down. Yeah, so far the kids are the worst characters we've met so far.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I have crime scene questions, Kuno. Please
Yeah?
don't waste my time.
The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The ladder, have you climbed it?
Look at that fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed!
Yeah, we
Fuck
know it's
does
unclimbable.
Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
Are you taking note that he's not an acrobat, or are you taking a note on me, Kim?
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Good
The body.
shitload, pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Help me, Kim,
If
please.
I were to want to waste my time...
No,
which I
Kim, we
do
need
not,
to know about the
I would ask
boots and the
them
armor.
Who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea.
Yes, where's the rest of his
Kuno
armor?
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. I have no clue what this sentence was even about. A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Any man?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Wait, you threw it away?
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Yeah, you're just too small for the armor. Physical instruments, right. You're just too small, dude. Little manlet.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge.
You don't look very huge there, Kuno.
What are you? Fucking 80? When
Maybe.
Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno! Fuck out of here!
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Yeah, because you're too small. Performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea.
Damn it,
Rugby
Kuno.
style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno.
You repeat?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
That seems completely at odds with everything that he's told us so far about himself.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
You talking? Yeah, you're talking about Mario. He's talking about Mario.
Cocking boot. You know that jolly Union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Oh, cow. What?
Yes, you met him at the gates.
Yeah, Mañana.
The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Yeah, we know Mañana.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep of Kuno's armor.
Why was he talking about cows?
Yes, this troubadour has it.
Okay.
You can feel it.
Do you know what the guy is?
Kuno's fuck gimp?
No.
Kuno uses the
That's a no.
End of conversation.
Yeah.
Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Okay, physical instrument. I'll try. Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
You didn't see it?
You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Where were you then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesco or I don't know. Some other place. Night City.
Night
Kuno was
City?
in fucking Night City.
Night City? Like Cyberpunk Night City? Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Damn it.
Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Okay, well, we know you didn't really kill him. It would be really stupid of you to just stand here throwing rocks at him if you killed him. And you're also way too small to have done any of it, so... Anyone suspicious been around? Other than
Just a
you?
couple of pigs sniffing around in the day.
And us?
That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Okay, relax.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Let's talk
You're
about something else.
testing Kuno's patience, yeah.
Yeah, you're testing mine too, so... yeah. See? Exactly like that. I want to discuss the body. No, we do. I think we've already talked about all those things. Okay, so he led us to the troubadour, so we can go there. Yeah, I do kind of hate those children quite a bit. How do we leave? Oh, the bush was blocking it. Is it getting like to nighttime? It looks like it's dark out. Would you do like another sweep of the neighborhood to see if there's different people around? I want to talk to Mario again. It's me. Yo. Mañana. Faster, faster.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Yeah, Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on
Oh.
me. Pardon the choice of words.
Well,
Not mine.
listen. You're not in trouble yet. Just be honest with me.
What happened?
Yeah, tell us what happened.
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official
Union
probe.
probe.
Track
huh?
it down, see who took it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Did you?
Yeah, did you track it down?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch.
That does
He's
sound
got
like Kuno.
eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Does talk big.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used this to what? Scare you? Or the probe into the armor, what'd you learn? Yeah,
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
fair enough.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material
The
science,
library?
just
Can we
how
go to
it
the
comes
library?
off.
We went to the bookstore. Is there a library too?
How does it come off?
Oh yeah. That might be useful.
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I
Mhm,
believe
mhm.
him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard,
Too hard
to
to
remove.
remove, eh?
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Yeah, what about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
How do you know that? I'm ambitious. I'll find them all.
All of it? There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing. But okay, let's find all of it.
Listen, we got quests here, Kim. We got to do the quest to get experience points.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So gonna use this to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Contemplates taking a swig from his flask.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Thank you for cooperation. Looks like you got an electrochemistry demon there too.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
All right.
He is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Okay. So that was sort of a dead end, but it did give us at least another quest. Oh, we can go back to Kuno. I don't want to go back to Kuno, but it does seem like a pretty straightforward lead. Get the boots off the victim's feet. This might take a long while. Okay, well. I guess we can go back to Kuno. Let's just get all this Kuno stuff out of the way. Let's sprint back to Kuno and kick his ass. But we'll save first, just in case he kicks our ass instead. He probably could. We're a little flimsy. It's getting dark out. It's nighttime. All right, Kuno. Time to die.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Talk to Mañana about the armor.
So?
What was this? What just popped up? Was this? Oh, this was just confronting. That was all we had to do. He told me he promised to stick pigs on him. He said thank you. Yeah, this is what he said.
Fuck. Okay. Kuno's a giver like
We've
that.
thrown him off balance for the first time.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
This, if we could get rid of Kuno S, I think Kuno would be more reasonable. She's a really bad influence on him.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Like, see, he was all confused until she started screaming, and now he's back to normal.
Good idea.
Yeah, so let's move on.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Just punch him. That would get his respect.
Yeah, real interesting.
Found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Then how did I get in?
Kuno, he's trying to fuck at you again.
How did I get in then?
Pigs can't
Prove I
displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you. Prove I can't then, Kuno.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the tube of magnesium? What's that again? Is that this thing? Was that something? I don't know. Yeah, what was with it? Let's ask about it. I don't remember what it was.
Vitamin pig? Don't you know
Oh, it's
anything?
magnesium. So it is the morale healer. It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day,
Yeah.
rips mag like a motherfucker.
You should probably
and
stop
you
taking
could
so
use
much
a battle.
shards.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
It's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Well, if you just didn't take any drugs at all, then you also wouldn't have a hangover if you considered that.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I thought you wanted me to die. You were just you were just telling me to Minecraft myself earlier, right? So what is it then, Kuno asked? Which one is it? Is that my code? Oh yeah, we could jump across the thing. Oh, I completely forgot that we had the back way into the harbor. we should probably talk to Measurehead because we haven't talked to him yet. But if we can't beat up Measurehead, then maybe we should just try to leap our way into the harbor. We did have that back entrance. Is that my coat?
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
Alright, well, probably for the best he doesn't say what happened to me when we're here in front of Kim, huh?
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
Okay. Well, we got experience for that, so we're
That
well.
explains the calluses on your hands. You scale the side of the building.
Is that entertaining the local kids? That's kind of adorable. That's fairly innocent. Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
Is that it?
Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait to see you get all scared and shit your pants.
True.
Kuno can't wait to see you shit your fat pants.
Well, it may happen.
That's
what if we take them
all
off
there is
first?
to it, then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Oh yeah, physical instrument. I found a plate covered with that powder. You know anything about that, Kuno?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit.
Well,
of
he's not
electric.
shy about his drug
Kuno
use at the
shits
very
down.
least.
Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Yeah, riding the lightning. Bro is extremely high.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too.
No.
Wouldn't you?
No, that's not what
You
I
feel
said.
tired
No,
and
no,
old,
no. I
But
like
you could
the
have that sparkle in
No,
your
it's alright.
eyes.
It's alright. We already looked at that what was it? Speed or the math? We looked at it already and we decided not to do it. So we've beaten you already, Electricam. What was with your weird severed pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What are you, some kind of musician?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off.
Jesus.
Kuno's a cop killer.
Jesus, Kuno. He's speaking figuratively, chat. He's speaking figuratively, surely. He's speaking figuratively. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, chat. Don't worry. It's all. He's just. It's bluster. He's not really doing that kind of thing, chat. Yeah, I really. You know that Kuno S would probably try to get him to do it, but he might just be blustering. He's been basically blustering about literally everything so far, so it's been very inconsistent. So let's all just pretend that he's just saying that to look proper hard in front of Kuno S. I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Goodbye.
Kuno doesn't.
We got some XP off that, so it was worth it. Worth it. Yeah, Kuno did it. He was just standing here just to throw off the scent. We got some sick XP. Okay, so should we try to talk to Measurehead or should we just leap of faith into the harbor? What's the better option? It's like nighttime already. Should we just leap into the harbor and just go for it? Measurehead is time consuming. We talk a lot. That's when time goes by, right? Only when I'm talking. When I'm running around, time doesn't pass. What happens if we just talk purely Kuno S, I wonder? We haven't tried that, have we? You skipped half his dialogue because you don't understand what he means? Is he esoteric? Is he odd? I do want that coat. It looks really cool. That's putting it lightly. Fair enough. Everybody in this game has been esoteric already, so he's probably extra. Yeah, he has already been telling me what he talks about. You know what? We might as well talk to people, right? Before we go do anything. But maybe we should do a swing around town first, just to see if there's like someone else standing in different spots. As your head made your eyes glaze over. Well, oh. What was that? Girl is gone. Where's girl? You better be alright. quitting the game right now. Quitting the game right now if she's dead. If anything bad happens to what's her name? I keep forgetting her name. Annette. Then we quit the game. It's nighttime, fair enough, okay? She shouldn't be on the street at night. I hope so. I'm just saying. We quit the game if anything happens. Who are you? Are you that really mean lady that we talked to
Hello
before?
again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Do you know about his armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Just help me, please.
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Okay, so fishing village for the hand.
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza.
West
Have a
from the
good
main plaza.
time.
Little girl wearing gloves there?
No,
You just
no.
said that.
That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told
Oh,
you what
that was
I
really
just
useful
told
information. I really didn't expect her to help us. She was really mean. Oh, that's across the water line. Okay, got it.
I have a weakness for animals.
I figured.
It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Well, we are pigs, so.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Thank you either way. Have a good night. That was actually really useful. I'm glad we went back to... Look. Looks like there's more construction here. Joyce gone? No, she's still here. Wow, we don't want it. We don't need any more lore dumps. We don't need another 27-minute long lore dump. Is there someone in here? Can we go in here? Oh, yeah. We're supposed to get in the other way? Somehow? I forget how, but... It's nighttime, so I just want to check to see if anybody's, like, moved around, you know? See if things have shifted up. If people in different spots or something like that. That guy's still there. Rene, my man. He's gone. Can we steal his bools? No, we can't steal his bools. Probably for the best. We already stole one of them. What were we gonna do? What was I gonna do? Measure head? And then jump across? Alright. Oh, I guess, hang on. Let's ask Tommy about the armor. Well, we're right here in front of him. No, he doesn't know. Alright. That's useful. If it let us ask literally everybody about the armor, then we probably have a nightmare on our hands. Let's go. Oh, we can ask these guys maybe. Let's check some people.
Right to work!
No.
Right to work!
No. I just want to show like literally everybody the photo and be like, hey, do you know this guy? It says GRIH, something industrial harbor, Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Do you know about... Oh, we already asked him about the armor, but is there anything else while we're passing you? No. Okay. Click. In case of strike, press button behind guard. The guard being Measurehead, right? Hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. Okay, so we have to go across there, press a button, and then come back here, I guess? Let's save. I think I already did, but let's save it. No man matches Measurehead. Oh, Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. Boom! I'm a genius. Encyclopedia is in my head, not in the game. Alright. He's got his groupies. Alright, Measurehead. Cool tattoos.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Is it almost like very difficult to see him? Is that like tattoos? What's going on with your face, man? It's got a cool song, though. Your body betrays your degeneracy? I mean, it's not entirely incorrect, right? We do look like an alcoholic who hasn't slept in 7 years, who just is getting over the worst hangover of their life and is smiling through all the pain. He's not 100% wrong.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
He's got his own Kuno-esque to just be annoying in the background. She agrees with him though.
Don't say anything.
Don't say
Size him
anything?
up first.
Okay, authority. I size him up.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Your morphophysiology. Not really, but I was just trying to listen to authority. A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Well, he's letting us look. He seems very proud of his body.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich,
You
huh?
are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
I'm not in danger because I'm not a threat to him. But see, that's how we trick him. We've convinced him. This entire thing was just a ruse to convince him that we're not a threat. We're not actually an alcoholic, and we haven't lost our memory. We're not actually a decrepit old man who can barely tie his shoes. This is all part of our trick. My body is unimportant. He's definitely not going to agree with that. My body does not betray my degeneracy. He's certainly not going to agree with that. Puff out our chest. That's just like compete with him, which we're not going to win, but we could try it. I don't know if I want to ask him to elaborate too much. We don't have time to get into this. This is leaving though. This is like choosing. Let's just meet him halfway. Puff out our chest. Meet him halfway.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique. What's our physique again? 3. We could level something up if need be, but maybe we should see if there's a check here that we need first. But we do have an alternate way into the harbor, so maybe it's not worth it to waste a check on this guy, right? What do you think?
Hear your heart pumping fast and irregular. Your joints ache.
Yeah, I'm old as shit, and I suck.
Still alive somehow.
But that's enough, right? That shows that I'm tough. The fact that I'm even standing, with how just completely decrepit I am, that makes me tough, right?
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
Is he referring to Kim? Is he saying that Kim looks like a child? Kim's body looks like a child's body, is I think what he's saying here. Kim does not appreciate that.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Battlefield Martinez, huh?
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard.
Are
Maybe
you-
you can ask him to leave.
Are you Jean-Luc Measurehead? Is that your name? Jean-Luc Measurehead? That's kind of a cool name, to be honest. I'm Raphael Ambrosio Cousteau, which is definitely a cooler name though. Oh, we're back here again, huh? We can ask him to elaborate. We can just insist that we don't, which is probably not true, to be honest. I don't think anyone's buying us when we look like this. Nobody's buying that. He also seems very affirm to his own ways. Move out of the way, lady. We're talking to him. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police. This part he's not going to agree with, but we are with the police.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Al Ghul? His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat. What do you mean by Al Ghul? Like the Batman character?
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see
Oh,
it,
like alcohol?
but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Which one? Because there's like 7 of them here. Also, I've already vomited today, so... Yeah, he's talking about alcohol, clearly. So we don't need to ask him about that. Smell your breath. Kim, is it really bad? It is that bad. Kim will just agree. You're right. I am an alcoholic, and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree. True. That's just being very honest with him. Which I don't know if that will get us anywhere, but at the very least, it's in character for how honest we've been about everything. I don't have a problem with. No, that's lying. That's lying and obviously not true. Enough. I need you to take down the dead body or let me in. That's like asserting our authority here, which will probably not work. You're right. I am an alcoholic.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here.
I don't know what that is.
The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Sandwich race. Occidental wasn't Occident a place, right? Occident was a place previously when it was mentioned. So that's probably what he's referring to, right? People from Occident. And haplogroup is like a group of people from a place, like an ethnic group. Before, so he's referring to what? Who's from Occident? I don't know. Is he from? No, he said he was Seminese, but I don't know where that is. I don't know any of the fictional world, so it's really hard to tell what he's referring to when he's being so specific about people. But yeah, we're a ham sandwich, which, I mean, I'm not gonna tell him he's wrong.
Show him the ham still got it.
The ham still got it. I am the police. Comply. Actually, I think the ham sandwich face still has it in him. No, I'm the police. Comply.
Jerking motions. Signs of a
I don't
late
like that
stage
zoom out.
neurodegenerative disorder.
Late stage
How far
neurodegenerative?
the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen.
That's not inaccurate either.
You were once a noble and powerful race.
We have been told repeatedly that we have some sort of brain disorder due to our whole forgetting everything about ourselves, including our own name. So he can kind of smell that as he
You gave
knows.
the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like
Okay.
missiles and aerostatic aircraft.
Okay.
You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Continue. Go ahead.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably
Don't know what that is.
potato-obsessed Quakers.
Don't know who they are either.
But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted.
You know, his whole like
Obsessed with sadness.
this whole like supremacist thing, it doesn't really hit for anyone if I just have no clue who he's talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. So like, you could be offending me, but I don't know who you're talking about. So it's just right over my head. Because I don't know these fictional groups of people, and what context they have to our world. So this means nothing to me. But they like potatoes.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
No, we don't need to know balcony. We don't need to Google it. Then she's gonna agree with him.
It is, baby, yeah.
Yep, imagine
There's a
that.
button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Sure. Yeah, we knew that.
This man is not budging.
Mhm.
Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Yeah, just move 20 centimeters back. We can push him. No, we definitely can't push him, but we can try to push him. You're right about all. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I agree. I have no idea what you're talking about, but sure. Yeah, I agree. Now, help me. It was your people who put that dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down. That's quite a bold statement, to be honest. To just be like, hey, you guys, you killed this dude, so please help me clean him up. That is one hell of a way to convince a man of something. I don't know. Measurehead seems like the kind of guy who, yeah, it's all just referencing other stuff. I figured they're being like vague about it on purpose. I think that's why they made up all those fictional places and like made their own world instead of just setting it in like Russia or something. I think it's so that they can be more political without being too overtly on the nose with anything. Which fair enough. If you're gonna be political, maybe it's better to not just be so preachy. This would come off really cringe if he was talking about like real people in this dialogue. It'd be like so on the nose. Instead, he just seems weird and esoteric. Like if you could imagine that he's talking about other real like ethnic groups here, then it would be like very on the nose and cringe. But they're getting away with a lot here by switching some stuff in. Push him out. Should we try to push him out of the way? I'm curious. I really want to try it. We did save before we talked to him. So if he just kills us instantly, he just snaps our neck and we just instantly die. Kim, pull out your gun. Back me up here. We got some more shots in the gun, don't we? He said he loaded what? 5, 6 shots? Should be good, right? Should be enough. Should we push him? What do you think, chat? Should we just assert our authority? Push him? Get out of the way.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Invite them, yeah. It's just gonna be a big party. That's all.
Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Okay.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
What do the tattoos mean? That we could probably succeed this one potentially, but I think that's gonna be signing us up for something that we maybe don't want to follow. Whereas, yeah, I actually can't really tell what he's supposed to be depicted as because he's like blue and red. I don't know what exact like ethnicity he's supposed to be. They're all fake ethnicities anyway in this game, so it's not really that important. I was just kind of curious, but the fact that they ask about the Union guys being white makes me think that he's not, which sort of, but I can't really tell. Which that it doesn't really matter, but I was just sort of curious. What do your tattoos mean, dude? 28%. Still doable, guys. And it's repeatable. It's repeatable. We could come back. Repeatable. We could try it now, and then he'll just injure us, and then we come back later when we kick his ass. What do your tattoos mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Okay. That's not relevant to what I said. He gestures toward the lorry man down the street. What lorry man?
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw.
Okay, I understand his tattoos now.
On my skull
that's
and features.
Okay, that's actually really funny.
Dispel any doubt.
That's what these tattoos are? They're phrenology tattoos? Okay, now I understand. Okay, I understand this person perfectly now. So what he's referencing here, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but he's referencing like an old quote-unquote pseudoscience from the past, known as phrenology, which is the idea that the shape of your skull and your cranium would inform a lot about you and your behavior and the way that your brain developed. Now, we call it a pseudoscience now because it doesn't really have like a ton of medical background. But the guy who first, so the guy who first came up with it, which is Franz Josef Gall, was the guy who conceptualized it, but I don't think he actually called it phrenology. I think that term was given by somebody else later who was just studying his stuff. But Gall basically, even though we consider phrenology to be pseudoscience now, a lot of his work did actually inform a lot of different things that like we consider to be genuine now, like anthropology and stuff like that. So yeah, Franz Gall was sort of like a anatomist guy who was studying brains and skulls and stuff, and so he had all these diagrams of like patterns drawn onto skulls and heads that were showing like the perfect shape to have the right kind of like behavior and upbringing and life. And so he's tattooed those onto himself to show that he has like the perfect phrenology, basically. He's basically showing everyone without having to say anything or them do any measuring. Like, look at me, I'm the ideal human being, essentially. Say nothing.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply.
Hence why his name is Measurehead, yeah.
Deep race slumber.
When he started talking about his
4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
His racial stuff and all that up here, and his name was Measurehead, that was like, is that what he's going for? But it didn't connect in my head what his tattoos were until he mentioned phrenology here. Should we come back? What else do we have to do? We have other things to do? We could go try to sneak in. Or should we just try it? Should we just, let's do it. We'll roll a double 6. Ready? Damn it. Attempted to kill him. No. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in
we
his
know how it
giant
happened.
hand, and he's squeezing it.
It hurts.
It hurts.
True.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
It's true. If we resist, he's probably just gonna hurt us more. Hey Kim, can you like pull your gun? Shoot him. Shoot him. Kim, I'm the distraction. That's what this was. I wasn't actually trying to knock him out. I was trying to be the distraction, so that you could shoot the guy. See, he's assaulting an officer here, Kim. Aren't you gonna stop him? You know what? It's not inaccurate, so let's just be honest. We have been honest the whole time, right?
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
All we lost was some morale, but we got like 1 million recharges on that, so we're
we
good.
Still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
We have another way. Okay, we'll come back and we'll just punch him for no reason later. Hey Kim, what's up?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot.
He's not a random civilian though, Kim.
That won't get us anywhere.
I did try to punch him out of nowhere, I'll admit that, but he's definitely not a random civilian.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
True. He's kind of huge. I was fighting bad on Savior ideology of here. No, that's cringe. We're not gonna say that Reddit shit. I was trying to assert my dominance. That is kind of what we were trying to do. He's trying to provoke me. No, that's also lame. How else are we gonna get through? We have another way. Can't promise I might attack him again. All right, fine. I won't do it again. Wait, hang on. But we do want to do it again, though. Can't promise.
The lieutenant groans, but doesn't
Sorry, Kim.
say anything.
But I genuinely might do it again, so I might as well be honest with it now.
That's right. You should do it again. It's the last thing
Ooh.
you'll be expecting.
Maybe we get a plus now that we've done it once, and he thinks we're weak, and we can hit him with a surprise attack. That could be interesting. You know what? Let's save. We didn't lose much from doing that. We'll heal our morale. We'll save, and we can probably come back, right? You'll still be there even if we get inside the harbor. I want to just slightly turn down some of the ambiance for a sec. Let me just environment volume. We'll leave the voices loud so you guys can hear them. Okay, we didn't get nothing out of those guys. We can go back. Oh, what's that? Okay, we can't reach it. Did we didn't talk to this guy, did we? I don't think we did. Is this the guy who's pointing at? He pointed in this direction, right? Hello.
Welcome.
Well, cool name, man. He's like a little like. What does he look like? He looks like a little mole or something. Rotund man. He's addressing it towards the lieutenant. Hey, I know Revachol, that's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My
Relax,
grandfather
relax.
came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Wait, Kim, your family came from the racist? I think everybody seems to be rather unimpressed with the other cultures around here. Well, your ancestors came to this island. Yeah,
Every
yeah.
school of thought and government has failed in
I
this
don't.
city.
Kim,
but I love it nonetheless.
don't engage.
It belongs to me. As
We don't need
much
to
as
ask
it
him why
belongs
he's
to you.
angry. We also don't need to encourage Kim to engage with someone like this. So just ignore him. Kim, ignore him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
I think there are a lot of factors that are making it really hard, Kim. I don't know if it's just this dude. You know, I genuinely don't want to deal with this. Sure. Bye-bye. Wait, what happens if we talk to him again, though?
Welcome to it.
Oh, he stops. What if... Kim, just go around the corner. Just go around the corner, Kim. Go around the corner. Don't fight the guy. He's a dick, but we need to ask him questions.
Do continue, sir.
Look, Kim, just... You go wait. You go get a cup of coffee in the whirling, alright?
Come on, man. The hooler. It's just a greeting. A lorry driver thing.
A lorry driver thing? Well, none of the other lorry drivers greeted us that way, so it's obviously not, but... Alright.
I know exactly what you meant.
Okay, Kim,
You
Kim.
think my kind doesn't
Kim.
belong here.
Kim,
that I
he's
should
clearly
watch
trying to wind you up.
myself
Relax, Kim.
And behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Kim, he knows all this.
I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Oh god, I hope they don't both look at me.
Your partner needs backup.
How's your moment?
To shine.
We're not just gonna be like cringe and encourage Kim to engage with stuff like that. We're not doing that. Let's just... Yeah, let's be catty. Kim likes catty, let's be catty too.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
We shake our... He shakes his head with
The lieutenant
indignation.
exhales and
Yeah.
resumes his regular calmness.
Yeah, just chill. Kim, you can go hang out in the bar if you want. I'll talk to
Whatever
him.
you say, officers.
Waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers.
You could ask him to show you the soles of his boots.
Yes, show me your
He
feet.
definitely
If
looks
Dorothy
like
wants the
someone
feet fixed
capable of
this time. Yeah, show me your feet.
Maybe he was present.
Show feet.
Been admiring the stompers, huh? Sure thing. Check them out.
He lifts his left foot and then the right.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no,
No
immediately
discernible
discernible
pattern.
The wind howls over the Bay of Revachol, a cascade of cold air flowing through the city streets. Those same streets have left their share of scuff marks on the underside of your green snakeskin shoes.
Just sending a message, sorry. One moment, please. What's up with your souls? Yeah, what's up with them? Why?
For when the invasion comes, the last thing they'll see before the lights go out is illustrious Revachol.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the lieutenant cares. He just makes a little note.
No, we don't care about the top two options. Whatever. Not the place we're looking for.
Bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers. He reaches for a new one.
What's your stance on drugs, my friend?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Yeah, sure. Electrochem speaks up.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre.
Don't know where that is. Don't know where that is.
They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing.
I don't know where any of those places are, man.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow.
We can talk about measureheads shit. No, we don't care about any of this, man. No, we're here investigating a murder, my friend. Take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez?
Not in, not out.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
Yeah. Can we clear you so that we can leave?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, why are you here?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Okay, fair enough.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics.
as normal people do, for sure.
When some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Okay.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess bad for him.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That
Okay.
beady-eyed
So it's probably not that guy then, if he's just telling us this.
little side business
Probably
is
not
a
that guy.
scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Street vendor's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or something?
No, I don't remember what he told us at all. He had some clothes that we couldn't figure out. He's selling his employers. Oh, that's what he's selling?
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their
Relax.
blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
Okay, so then like 0%, right?
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Sure. Yeah, we can go talk to him again.
Guess so.
Okay, bye. Was there somewhere else I was going? I forget now. Where's this dude again? Further south? Yeah, down around here, right? Here we go. Okay. Do we have new dialogue options now?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
We're just waiting him to give us money. Wow, we're not passing that. So, what's your stance on drugs, my friend?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Okay, but everybody's told us that so far, so you know.
Unless you're into drugs, of course.
Yeah.
In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
No, I don't like drugs, but we're talking about a murder scene here. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But
Cool and narc have very infrequently been used in the same
I don't
sentence.
know anything about that.
But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Yeah, it was him.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Well, you are selling the merchandise that your employer's paying you to haul. I don't know if you're like an incredibly hard worker, but the other guy is a dickhead. He is a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
Sure he does.
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
No, I think you're a lorry driver, dude.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little.
True.
But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug op?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Yeah.
Crowd, you know.
Yeah, the drug crowd. Yeah, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer that you've been selling his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know.
Thanks for the backup.
Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Yeah, we're buddies selling. Help us out. Nobody will know.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is Lady Driver the old woman back there? Yeah, is it Pale Driver?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved.
Okay.
It could be. She was strange.
True, Inland Empire. True. Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Yeah, we're cool, Sully.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
Yeah, which one?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Who has tattoos, huh?
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase.
Okay. Maybe we should talk to Pale Driver again then? But we're gonna go right by... Are we gonna go right by Tommy before we get to her, though? Maybe we should just swing by Tommy. Yo, Tommy.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. You know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, well, I was not expecting. He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, and looks away. Yeah, we're not trying to pry, man. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
I don't know if I buy that. Yeah, now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Well?
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part.
Give me some answers then, man. Maybe I can clear her. Yeah, what's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver.
What?
She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
Well, that's useless. Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What's she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
I don't know what that means.
What color hair?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Well, that doesn't help us then. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
Okay.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
True, correct, Kim.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
I'm not hunting her down. We just want to ask you some questions, man. Maybe we can get her to turn informant, and then we can provide. That probably won't work. This is a really shitty area. We probably won't be able to protect anybody.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This
Yeah,
is
exactly.
information only.
We're not trying to arrest her.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, believe us.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
Said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her.
Okay.
That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Okay.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Okay.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
Okay. Yeah. Did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her.
Yeah, but the other guys are
They'd
annoying.
be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
I don't want to do that. He seems okay.
Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
We do need that info, and I don't like talking to the other guys, but I don't want to. Let's look for another way.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Oh, we can change our mind. Okay. Well, then let's go talk to the other dude. Oh, that's our gloves thing. We can talk to Pale Driver too, but we're gonna walk right past this guy, I think, on our way to Pale Driver. So we'll ask him quick. Hello, friend. You want to rat anybody out?
Looking for something?
Yeah. Fess up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West.
Yeah, we know. The union
you don't
does.
Run Martinez. You don't run anything.
Just tell me who she is.
You're all bark and no bite. The real dogs are up in Jamrock. Everyone knows.
I've heard that.
You mean La Puta Madre?
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Is he gonna be racist with the racist man? In order to curry his favor?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, I cross my arms and I nod. Yeah, exactly. Indeed.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say nothing. Let him keep going. You got this, Kim.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
Suppose.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Okay.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Okay.
You've seen that corpse in the
I don't know what they're
ceramic
talking about,
armor
chat. We're just gonna let Kim do
Did
this.
his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
All right, I trust you, Kim. Keep going.
I softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Half-light. 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 Do it, Half-light. We got this, Half-light. Come on.
The main
Damn
thing
it.
is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone.
We
The
should have
most
just leveled it.
important thing is
Wait,
how
that was a
does it
retrieval one,
on
right?
your resume.
Okay, then maybe we if
Make me right.
Let's just go and ask.
we just level this right now, right? We were gonna level Half-Light anyway, right? That's what we said we wanted to do anyway. What's Kim got to
We
say?
should think about calling it a day, maybe.
Oh
The
yeah,
nights are still miserably cold this time.
it is late at night. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager yet.
You should take care of that then.
I think I have the money. This is money, right?
I'll also take a room at the Whirling. One cannot get much closer to the crime
Did
scene.
you also pay for my room? Please, Kim?
He's proud of you for getting your act together and
We did
finding
it, chat.
a way to pay back what you owe.
We did it! He's happy. He's proud of us. What? Dad's proud. Dad's proud of us, chat. Okay, hang on. Save. Retry.
Looking for something?
Oh, 72. We can do it this time, guys. Alright, Half-Light. We just leveled you, man. Don't let us down.
Men like this
Oh, we got
only
him.
respect two things.
Strength,
Strength and fear.
fear. I'd be afraid of Half-Light if I was him.
Time to turn up the volume.
Yeah, we're doing the screech again. The screech has not let us down so far. We screeched at everybody and it's always worked. We're gonna Batman this guy. We're just gonna smash him up against the wall and just scream at him. Show me right now. Where is it? Where is it?
Fuck you. I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go on police radio saying this guy told Madre to fuck off.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Yeah, where exactly? Tell me where exactly.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple.
That's the monument.
Now
We're going that direction anyway.
Fuck alone.
Most people get scared by screaming. True, but Joyce was not really like scared of our screaming. She liked our screaming. She was like, "Yeah, I'll give you money." She was not afraid of us. She enjoyed it. She enjoyed our pathetic display of desperation for cash. Now leave me alone.
The
Yeah,
small
okay.
temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Okay, green
Looks
lawyer.
like he
Everything's
got
a
his
little dark.
adrenaline up, too.
Well, goodbye. We just never talk to that guy again, no? We done with him? Questline over? Can I even see the color green in the dark? It's not over yet. Kim, we still got daylight. This? Green? 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 Is this green? Chad, does this look like green? I mean, it's glowing green, but does it look like normal green? Green?
This green found,
Oh.
AZ Contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of
It's
the
green.
ruins looming overhead.
This must be the one he told us about.
I have a blue light filter to help my eyes on this computer, so that's not helping. You guys probably can't see it though, because I don't think it captures. And also it's nighttime, so like I doubly can't see if that's green. It looks like orange to me. This must be the one, unless he was lying. Try to peek.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered
Seat
with
to
dust.
steering lever.
You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside, it's private.
Do we just try the handle just in case we're stupid and it's unlocked? Yeah.
The door is locked.
Yeah,
the
imagine
handle
that.
looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
Okay, how are we going to get this open?
Use the pry bar to smash the window.
Oh, wow.
Open it from the
yeah.
inside.
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Pry bar. Yeah, we're just doing this in the middle of the night. That's perfect time to do a little burglary. Smash.
This
Smash and grab.
Found A to Z Contemporaire is parked in the
42,
shadow
that's
of
not
the
bad. Come
ruins
on. We
looming
got this.
Overhead. It's seen better days. With a firm
Ooh,
grip, raise the
physical
pry bar.
instrument.
A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
Yeah, we smashed it apologetically.
The window shatters and droplets of glass
Sorry,
fly
window.
everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle.
Well, you told me to do it, Kim.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat.
For the sake of
Some
thoroughness.
tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
Okay.
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Study.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The
Is this
faded
relevant?
remains of an autograph run across the poster.
Is this relevant?
She's looking past the camera.
He should have been working on Ready for Sunday instead of playing sport. Maybe.
A feeling of tenderness washes over you.
Longing.
Longing even, perhaps.
Gentle
And
tragedy.
gentle tragedy.
Man, you're such a poet, Inland Empire. Happy to have you in my head.
Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
This is like the only sensible thing that Electrochem has said in the entire game so far.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye.
Gotta get
A
your
radio
wondrous tale.
transmitter is attached
True.
to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Okay, so she's got the key, so we can't turn it on, but we weren't really trying to... Oh, the radio requires a key. I see.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
The only thing we know about radio so far is that we embarrassed ourselves on our cop radio, and we tried to play a tabletop D&D game on another radio. So our experience with the radios is interesting, to say the least. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example.
Oh, so
This
she is
all
like the boss
shortwave,
then?
UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge
Sure.
operation.
Is
With
there
quite a
anything we can
range
do with it?
too.
Is there anything we can do with that?
Doesn't look
Without
like
the key,
it.
no.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Oh, you unlocked Alexander. You got the first, I don't know, father raids, the Maiden raids. First set of 4. But we can't do it until next week when you're at the beach and you have good internet. Fair enough. Fist of the Father is the first of the 4, yeah. Oh, the first of the first 4. So we got some tools lying around: hammer, plier, wrench.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Oh?
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
And would wear down a boot.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes.
He likes where it's going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints of the crime scene on aberration, one sole was smoother than the other, so whoever was driving this was at the crime scene.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Mm-hmm. And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful. Women. That option's funny. She's also the one running the drug trade.
We've identified one
woman
of the
moment.
But there's
You can just look at Kim and say woman moment. That's funny. Still 7 to go. Yeah, there's still a lot of people there.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front.
Toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Okay, unfold it.
It's an issue of Petit Feric from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
A piece of paper falls out from its pages. Let's pick it up.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
Might be useful if we can get that key.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Push it back in.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. You
Close the door.
close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Okay. What do you want to say? We're not, I don't think we're going back to
All right.
Joyce tonight.
We've
She's
finished
long-winded.
Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Yeah, fair enough.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Very true.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect.
Okay.
Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
Yeah, they got a lot of people involved.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into Elsyium networks.
Okay.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station. A worrying prospect.
That is worrying. To ask what the movie posters. I don't know if they're super relevant, but it's kind of an interesting question. How do you think this is connected to the Union? I mean, they're obviously running the drug trade.
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose.
Yeah.
My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
Okay, what about the movie poster stuff?
As elegant as they are, I
Yeah, fair enough.
Be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Maybe the trader is some sort of cinephile? They like movies, maybe?
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
Yeah. Well, the RCM opened an investigation.
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us
Mhm,
about the
mhm.
lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Sounds fair.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
Yeah, fair enough. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Yeah, it's inside corruption.
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Well, alright. Okay, so we can go back to Joyce, but I don't know if we want to do that. Joyce is exhausting. Maybe we should just wrap up here for today. Is there anything else we can do quickly while we're hanging around? I don't want to end the day quite yet. If there's still stuff we can do. I don't want to waste any time. We still need that. Still got to do that. Whirling. We could go look inside the whirling and see what it looks like at night. No. 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 That's time. Ask him. Tell you about the case. We could just brief with Kim, maybe. That's a little late for that. We kind of already pretty briefed on it. We can ask around, but there's not anybody out at night, really. Access the harbor. Boots off the victim's feet. In order to succeed, the body has to be down, the autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent because he wouldn't approve. So be devilishly tricky, so don't beat yourself up. We managed to send the body to processing without getting hold of the boots. Fair enough. And then that's locked behind us getting to the other place too. What's the the Measurehead one was to accept his his ideas. We can retry the Measurehead one, but let's not bother with that yet. We got another level. Let's actually let's do this tonight. Should we hold on to it maybe in case? Should we think about what we want to level next? Maybe we'll hold on to it until next time. We won't actually level, but let's think about what we want to level so that we have it in our head for next time. What do we want to level? What are we even using a lot? We could rank physical instrument up because physical instrument has been kind of fun. We could try to raise one of our really low stats. Authority? Yeah, I don't know if we haven't used authority a ton. Yeah, physical instrument just seems useful all around. Wait, was our Measurehead check a physical instrument one? Oh, it was. We could it seems useful in general, plus it'll make it easier to beat up Measurehead if we wanted to. We're not leveling Electricum. Shivers has been fine so far. Could give it one more point eventually, but I don't know that it's like screaming for it right now. I don't know if it's worth it to try to shore up our weaknesses. We haven't done too bad so far with all these being weak. Now it could get harder later, but could also try to pump one of these ones up to 4 to try to get them to talk more. I don't know. We can say physical instrument maybe is our best bet, and then we'll go explore a little bit next time and like wait until we actually need to level something up. I don't think it's worth it to level prematurely, you know? Like if we just pump the point in, then we can't take it back if we would need something later. So unless we're like actively facing a check, we shouldn't bother, right? Yeah, I think maybe we should just hold off on levels until we get more information. I forget what was the check to jump over into the harbor? Do we even have that written down? Mirror. I don't know. Barbell was physical instrument too. Trash container was like, look at all these physical instruments we got. Shelf of crime novels. I don't know if that one was all that useful to us. there's a crucial check later in the game that involves authority, and if you fail, Kuno becomes much more oppressive. I see. Well, we're not gonna commit to any levels right now. We're gonna see what we need first. Our authority isn't bad. It's decent. It's just not as good as some of our other ones. Like, we've been passing physical instruments and they're only at 4, so 4 is kind of decent. Back of my mind tip, I'll keep it in the back of my mind. Authority has been like decent for us so far, so I'm not against leveling authority. Authority has just been generally pretty useful. Even when we ignore authority, it's still provided useful information. So like, I'm not against it speaking up more and having better shots at its checks. But physical instrument has also been really useful, so we definitely don't need to level Inland Empire because Inland Empire is already a little too talkative. I think we'll only make it worse if we turn Inland Empire up even further. As for like pain threshold and endurance, I don't know how they haven't come up as much. Try to stable out those motorics checks. We're fine. We're good. We'll use close to do that. It feels like a waste of a level to put them into there. Like, we're never getting savoir-faire back up. I don't think there's any point in putting any levels into it. I think like something like interfacing has been really useful so far. Perception would be good. So like if we have one that we're not sure where to put it, we could put it into perception. Hand-eye seems good. Reaction speed was fine. But if we want savoir-faire to be a little higher, we can just take off our clothing that's lowering that. And that'll help a little bit. But these like they're decently useful, but they really haven't come up that much. So I don't know, if they start becoming more relevant later, then we can try to choose one of them to buff a little bit. But we just been getting like a passive interfacing buff from the gloves. And we don't have any better gloves to put on, so there's no reason to level it. I don't know. Let's say physical instrument for now will be our go-to, but we won't do it yet. We'll say, yeah, physical instrument to 5 for the next level. And then maybe authority if we want. And then from there we'll just keep seeing what comes up. But physical instruments has been so useful. It's hard to not want to put something in there. Let's save here and we'll call it a night here. I wish it would let me name the save file so that I could type a little thing of where I want to go next. Okay, we're gonna save here. Actually, maybe we should go save in front of the whirling. Is there music playing in front of the whirling? Or is it nighttime so they don't play any? Alright. Let's save here. And we'll call it a night here. I've been going for 3 hours, and that's how long I said I would go. So let's wrap up here. Alright. So as per usual, we'll do another reading on Friday. I think I'm good to go for that. So we'll just keep plunking away through Anne of Green Gables. We're like halfway through the book now, so we'll just kind of see how we feel on Friday. We'll maybe do another 10-ish chapters if we can. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how we feel. And yeah, that's what's going on Friday. It'll probably start around 7 or 8, depending on what I'm doing that day. That was a weird glitch there. So look for announcements on that. We'll probably start at 7 or 8. I can't say right now. I'll announce it later. Then on Monday we're gonna do more D&D or 3 Crowns. They're off for Autumn's Wall. So hopefully Roll20 will let me export maps to the actual map layer this time. Because I would appreciate being able to do that so that I can actually prep that part of the game. Yeah, that's what's coming up on the channel. We're just gonna keep plunking away at stuff. Roll20 hating you, huh? Sort of. Yeah, I was having a bit of a nightmare with it right before the last session of 3 Crowns. Like, I had all the maps and everything done, like almost for like over a week. All the stuff was all ready. I didn't really have to do much prep work at all. I just had to plunk some of it into the actual Roll20 thing, and I was doing it the night before and, well, the day of too. And it just refused to load any of the maps into the background layer. The only way that I could do it was to put them in as a token and then shift them to the background layer. But then when you blow them up to the right resolution, it doesn't scale them back to the original resolution, so it just keeps them all blurry. So it was not working at all. It was awful. So I basically had some content that I couldn't do. Now they didn't get to it that night, so it didn't really affect the session, but it was still really annoying. Oh, I got some music now. So yeah, that's what's coming up on the channel. Look forward to that stuff. Twitter, follow me for schedule stuff. Discord, join it if you want to. Archive, get caught up on all streams. Go. If you want to read more about my D&D world, check out the World Anvil. Here, go. That's all your extracurriculars. That's all I got for you tonight. Take care, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We didn't get our karaoke song this time. We'll get it eventually, I promise. We just met a bunch of weirdos, and we did make good headway on the case, though. We made some progress. So we'll continue this next time. Probably next Wednesday. I don't know that I'm going to stream tomorrow. Probably take the night off tomorrow, so we'll probably get this going next week. Unless I'm like extra free on Saturday or something. But it'll just be spur of the moment, so I won't pretend that there's any sort of schedule. So take care, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining me for a little bit of disco dancing. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Thank you for watching.